Here we are. Wow. Globetrotters, how are you? Good morning. We have Brad and Michaela. So a lot of, I'm seeing Brad and Michaela because you can't see the chat, but a lot of people, it's their first ride. And it is such a brilliant introduction into Globetrotting. It's what we call low-hanging fruit. It's easy to do. It's in your home country. And then anyone traveling further afield like America, you're just going to be thwacked in the face with the beauty that is the Australian wilderness and bush, because this cosy country is it's imprinted on all of us Australians, right? It's written in all of our literature, and it's got the Brumbies and it's got the snow gums, and it's spectacular. But let's get started. So, how did you guys, Brad, Michaela, how did you come about running these rides? How long have you been running the rides? Give us a little insight into your background.
Yeah. So, where we're riding is about 45 kilometres away from a family farm that my dad and my uncle had. And we used to take our cattle up there in the summer. It adjoined Kosciuszko. It was around an area called Mount Granite near Tumbarumba. And that's the wet side of the range. We're on the Monaro side of the range. So about 12, 13 years ago, I came over this side and worked for the Rudd family, who had a riding school that was in their trail riding business that was in their family since 1947, when
Wow.
their relations came back from the First War and started long range horse riding up there. So that's how we started on this side. Yeah. So it's been happening in our area for a long time, and we just love it. It's beautiful.
When did you start your when did you start you and Michaela start your when did you break away and
about
do
probably 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
yeah, because we worked with the other business, we knew sort of how, where, what to do, and we were so lucky because John rode up until he was 87. So a lot of the
Wow.
history of the mountains we recorded, and we share that with our guests. So there's a lot of history to do with the gold rush, the 1800s gold rush, and grazing and so forth, and we also have a good relationship with parks, and
Yeah.
they support our rides. So we're one of the few licensed operators in Kosciuszko.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yep.
amazing. And how many acres or hectares or
It's about 1.2 million hectares, so
amazing.
it's a big clump.
And you would just be only scratching the surface, right?
That, that's right. Yeah. So we are in the northern end of Kosciuszko, which is really the high plains.
Mm-hmm.
And the bush, because we're on the dry side, so if we went 30 kilometres west, the
Yeah.
bush is so thick that you have to stay on roads and different things. But
Wow.
because we're on the dry side, the bush is more open.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to sort of go bush bashing off a track, it's pretty simple to ride on a compass bearing whatever direction, as
Mm.
long as there's no cliff. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it makes for great riding where we are.
Absolutely. And
Mm.
again, I imagine you would see no one, right? Like it's you, the
Yeah,
horses, and the Brumbies and the birds and
yeah,
everything. Like it's not overly populated. I mean, Australia's vast as it is, but yeah, it must just
yeah,
be deeply pristine and
yeah,
untouched.
yeah. So there's last trip, which was yesterday. We saw quite a few wild horses,
Wow.
which is good. And the yeah, we have kangaroos coming into our camp, and we saw some dingoes last week.
Oh, that's
We saw
so
about eight.
cool.
So
That's
yeah,
so cool.
bit of variety. Yeah, owls.
And Owls, nightlife, I mean, the stars.
Nightlife.
So tell me, I mean, obviously the rock
Yep.
stars of your trip are your beautiful horses. Tell
Yes.
me, what kind of horses the guests ride. How do you match guests up with their horses? And I know that Michaela once, and I love this saying, has described them as licorice all sorts, but I'd love to hear what, just your beautiful horses that look after all our guests every season.
Yeah. So Michaela's probably got, so we've got a range of horses.
Yeah.
And Michaela's got some favourites.
Favourites because it's my own, probably. So I've got 2 Brumbies of my own that are up here with me. They're my own personal horses, but sometimes guests do ride my actual own horse.
Lucky guest.
Yeah.
Lucky guest.
It's pretty cool. We've got stock horses and quarter horses, a bit of mix. Couple of warm bloods, a couple of Clydes. We've got the famous Django who you rode, who's
he's
quite
beautiful.
across a
Gypsy cop.
I think we've got nearly every colour except for a Palomino.
Yeah, more warm bloods. We've got some minis.
Yeah, we've got minis.
Which we bring them into the camp and we put charcuterie boards on top of them.
We haven't done that
yet. We call them chickachury boards, but we actually haven't done that. But in our mind conversation,
I'm putting a deadline on that, please. I want that delivered for this next ride. And what makes them so dependable? Like, what is it about them that makes it so that, I know that sometimes guests get nervous because they're riding a new horse and, that's totally fair enough. But what is it that about your horses that will make the guests feel so much more at ease when they swing their leg over?
It's probably that we've ridden them all, and know them inside and out, and know who's friends with who's and who doesn't get on, and know that those that don't get on will just more or less get on with their job. Routine, I suppose. There's a routine of it that they just know it inside and out.
Yeah, we know our horses a lot better than we know our guests, and we closely monitor. So we do like a behavioural interviewing, when we talk to people, what they've done, and of course the information we get from Globetrotters about their history. Yeah, we carefully match people, and we also say, look, if you want to change, that's always an option. We normally get it right. It's
a real knack, isn't it, to get it right? It's really nuanced, and I've had the opportunity to do it quite a lot, and it is it's a lot. So just everyone here,
bit of intuition.
100%. And that's, as I love what you said though, your horse is better than the guest, so that reassures everyone. Yes, obviously height and weight no doubt come into it, which it's a combination of all things that fit, and I love that there is an opportunity to change horses, but obviously also you can't just keep changing. So I imagine that is also like, it's that fine line, but sometimes it is just a personality, a clash with horse and rider, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So with transfers, so just tell me, a lot of people, well, all people are self-driving, and if not, everyone that's listening, if you're needing to hire a car, or if you're wanting to trip share, then we can just let us know and we can get you connected with other guests that are on that departure date. But there's a little bit of a GPS knack to getting there, which Brad and Michaela will tell you now, so that you don't go up some random road and may find that cliff that Brad was talking about.
So more or less, when you come out of Canberra Airport and you've hired a car, or are coming from Sydney way and go through Canberra, just make sure you keep going through to Cooma, because otherwise it will try and GPS you to a shorter route that takes you through dirt tracks,
corrugations,
Imagine National Park, and it's a terrible road. It really is.
It's a beautiful drive. It's so pretty, but yeah.
So all roads lead through Cooma, essentially, is what you need to know. Okay,
stay on the bitumen.
Yeah.
And I suppose the other thing too is just for safety's sake, be mindful if you're traveling at night, there's a lot of wombats and kangaroos and things on the road. That's deer. So you just got to be careful. And also the snowy 2.0 projects happening. So there's lots of big trucks on the highway. So just be careful. Yeah.
Yep. And what time do you want guests to arrive?
Probably. So 4 o'clock is usually our time. Probably a little bit after 4 is better than before.
Yeah.
It just gives us time to set up and get our horses there and be there and ready to,
Yeah, we've got to truck 3 loads of horses up on that day. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And we're on horse time, not every horse wants to be
taught.
That's right. You try and set your watch.
It never works.
Yeah.
That's so true. Someone asked, we will be driving in from via, I can't pronounce these names, Tumut, and
Tumut,
Yarrangobilly, Providence Portal. Will that work?
Yeah.
Hang on, that broke up.
That broke up a little bit. Have we got you again? No.
We will be
coming in through Tumut, and the question, so Tumut's a spectacular drive. We do that drive quite a bit. And coming in, if they're coming from the west, they'll probably see some wild horses on the way in, some Brumbies.
Mm-hmm.
If they're travelling in the night, just be mindful of black ice that can happen up there. Because that's the high side. If you're coming from Canberra, you're coming from the low side.
It does have to be a cold day for it to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But guys, any more transfer like sharing and stuff, definitely we can just help you offline. Is it a hands-on ride, Brad and Michaela? Like, I guess expected to help with grooming, saddling, feeding the horses or washing up? And can you also explain your saddles to the guests as well, maybe in that?
Yeah. So it is hands-on. We have we do a bit of a training. So we like people to leave with more knowledge, if there's sort of nervous beginner riders, we like to go over our pre-flight checks, get people to possibly handle their horses different to how they would at home. We use traditional Australian outback style riding methods.
Yeah.
Where, you get on from the front of your horse, you grab the far knee pad rather than the back of the saddle, and just little things that if they do go home and have to ride a green horse,
they're safe.
they'll know how to get on.
Yeah.
And they're safe. Yeah. If there's people that have never put a saddle on a horse, we're happy to help them and, do it and show them how to do it.
Yeah.
And we also, teach people how we'd like the horses groomed.
Yeah.
We do all the feeding. Anyone that ever listened to my mother, who said to me once that the more washing up you do, the more fun it becomes. Like, I'm
going to tell that to my kids.
Willing for, well, Mum was right. I love washing up, but if someone wanted to come and fight me for it, I would probably lose that fight. So we've got beautiful food. So we actually have a new rating. We've got an 8 million star restaurant. And we've got some really good food that comes out of our camp kitchen. Everyone seems to be super impressed with what we cook.
That's awesome. How do lunches work, Brad? Do you take your lunches with you in saddlebags?
Yeah, so we have a pack horse that just follows us.
Mm-hmm.
And in that pack saddle is, water bottles for lunch, your lunches, first aid kits, spare coats, blankets, jumpers, what else? There's all sorts of things, a bit of shoeing gear maybe.
Yeah.
So that just comes with us each day.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's nice for people who have never packed a horse or seeing a pack horse, see how that
Awesome.
works. Yeah.
100%.
It's
Does
very
that mean that
special.
you get tea at lunch, a Billy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got
Yay.
billies.
That's
We've
good.
got
So we'll do
pineapple.
pineapple. Take a pineapple. I know
Take
it's
a
weird,
pineapple. That's weird,
but it's one
It's good luck, isn't it?
of the best pineapples you'll ever eat because usually the pack horses bruised it so much.
Oh, so it's nice
very
and
tendency.
sweet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do that. Billy tea, but we'll take coffee and hot chocolate for those who don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a make your own lunch. So then no matter what, you've got what you wanted because you've made it yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
But we'll also take, biscuits and pineapple and lollies and bits and pieces to keep your sugar up. And
I'm on a limit though. I'm on a limit.
You will be because of all your
That's
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And the saddlebags are at the front, am I imagining? And can I fit like a water bottle or what logistically? Obviously, as guests, you will tell the guests, but they need to bring every layer because you never know in the mountains when the weather's going to change. But can you talk me through that for people in terms of gear?
Yeah. So we have dryser bones. We've got a selection of dryser bones, which is the traditional oilskin wet weather gear of Australia and the mountains. They're easily tied on the front or the back of the saddle. They're just a loan. We also have some saddlebags if people want to put sun cream because the air's very thin up here, so you can burn quite easily. And we do a couple of rides where we're sort of following waterways and things, so you can get burnt from that.
The reflection,
and wind burnt too. It can get windy at the moment.
Yeah, and mosquito repellent, like
repellent? No.
That's good. It's not hot enough.
Good March flies.
We at various times of the year we get a big horsefly thing, which comes and goes. They don't tend to. They sort of annoy the horses more than us, but we've got some different repellents for the horses and for us and so forth. But mozzies, you can sleep outside. You won't get a mozzie at night.
Well, that's good.
Chose to,
And so, water bottles, people bring their own, and like hydrolytes. Like, do you recommend electrolytes and things like that?
Yeah, we've got a bit of Staminade.
Yeah.
We've got little. I think they're about a 375 ml.
No, 600 ml.
600 ml bottle, which people can carry in the pack saddle or in their saddlebag if they've got one.
Yeah.
And that seems to be enough because in the morning, there's multiple cups of tea, and then we have lunch, so there's more liquids.
Yeah.
And then, when we're getting back to camp about 4:30, 5 o'clock, there's normally a new type of liquid gets introduced.
Speaking of, so everyone, you guys can bring your own alcohol, and I assume, Brad, people name them, do they? And then you just put them in
an esky.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, but we also do have some wine with dinner.
Okay,
complimentary wine with dinner on our right.
Yeah, that's really nice. And just for everyone to know, you really aren't like restricted in packing to a point because you are driving and the car will come up to your tent, and you all, am I right? It's single tents, Brad and Michaela,
single
for
tents,
everyone, which
bunk,
is so good.
Yeah, bunk, yoga mat, bedside table, doormat, light, electric light, and illuminations. Yeah.
So, your bag can vomit out in the tent and no one's going to judge you, right?
No one's going to judge you. And our tent is probably the worst. So
because that's
we don't judge anyone.
No, tent living. And what if I want to charge, like, should we bring our own battery packs and mobile service that's coming in the Q&As too? Talk me through.
Okay, so there's just this year, the Telstra gods have given us a text message at certain parts around our camp.
Okay.
In the evening, if we need, we've got a Starlink hookup. So if someone needs to get a message out, tell their family they're okay. We have the ability to do that. And at certain points of rides during the day, like if we peak a mountain, we have the ability to get a phone call or a text out from those high spots.
Awesome.
Yep.
And charging.
Charging in the evening, we've got the generator on, and we can hook up all that stuff.
Very first world of you. I mean, I don't need to tell people how to globetrot, but obviously it would, we all have dependents at home as well, but it is very cool to be able to plug, out of technology.
Or you can plug into your car.
Or you can plug into your car. There you go.
Well, probably the most reliable thing would be to bring a power bank.
And
at night, when we've got that generator on, just plug it in and recharge it.
That's what I prefer to do. I have a power bank with me as well. Yeah, they're the best, and they're not that expensive, and you'll use them for future trips. So I'm going to ask you some questions because I know everyone's time is. So we've talked about the phone reception. Do you ever have Brumbies approach you, or do they always keep their distance?
Rarely we'll have mainly a buck will come up. We carry whips for that reason. But normally, there'll be a bubble, which might be a distance. Sometimes they'll let us come quite close. Other times they'll clear out.
Also, just spectacular to see wild horses while riding a horse is probably one of the most, beguiling things I've ever done in my life.
So our saddles, you asked a question earlier. So we have a variety of saddles. So obviously our saddles, our main criteria is to fit the horse.
Yes.
So both Michaela and myself make saddles, but not all of our saddles are ours. So we've got different types of trees and saddles to suit, but predominantly all our saddles are stock saddles or fenders because they're very secure.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of roping saddles for Western people. But it all comes down to fit. And of course, our horses, like people, when they come off their break, they've got a bit of weight on them, and then they change over the course of the season. But our horses this season ended up in really good condition. Everyone complimented us on how our horses were at the end.
That's so good. That's so good.
That's our main.
That's an art to keep weight and strength on horses while being, worked consistently. And I think you guys will all love the saddles. All our Americans, the Australian stock saddle, like there's two versions, the swinging fender or the one where the stirrups come from the top down, are really comfortable because there's no horn in the way. Yes. So is there water bottles provided, or should they bring their own?
We've got water bottles.
Okay.
So if they don't want to bring one, there's those, little plastic service station bottles.
Yep. Cool.
That's the best way to describe them. They're not stainless steel. They're just branded. They're just.
Yeah, if you forget it, they can sort you out, which is good.
Correct.
Maggie's vegan, Brad and Michaela. Is that okay? Should she bring any supplements just in case?
No, we cater for vegans.
Yep. Perfect. Maggie, you'll be fine.
Earth meat for them.
Earth meat. Yeah, Brad will eat vegan at the same time as you.
Yeah, that's right.
What is the general daily temps? That's tricky to answer, I know, but
so your morning's always going to be the coldest part of the day. You can have anywhere, like, this is scaring people, but you can get into the minuses when you wake up. Usually that's probably about now and April rather than throughout the whole entire season. So you have actually really good overnight sleeping temperatures that probably range between, I don't know, 6 or 7 to maybe 12 or 14. So it's never super duper hot. Our daytime temps are between, so for example, we had the other day was a top of 6. That's unexpected. That's like a, one-off type thing.
Yeah.
They usually range between maybe 12 to 26.
Okay.
So, and it's usually the wind chill more than anything, isn't it?
Yeah, and the dry zones sort of take care of that.
Yeah, the wind factor.
2-3 layer days.
Yeah,
when
that's
it's
right.
cold.
Yeah.
And then you put the big coat on.
Yeah.
I can't recommend that, guys. Just like we have a motto, dress like an onion. So make sure you have as many layers as possible that I don't like being cold. So bring your thermals, bring your gloves, bring your neck warmers, bring everything, and hallelujah if you don't have to use it. But if you do have to use it, you've got it, because there's nothing worse being cold. The dry zones definitely will help as well. But, we're preparing you so that you don't feel unprepared, essentially. The saddles, are they fitted with sheepskin seat savers in case your bottom gets sore?
No, we don't actually have any of them, but if you're going to bring them, instead of getting there on the second or third day and saying, oh, can I put this on, just use it on the first day.
Good tip.
You'll have people that on the second or third day will be jealous because
100%.
Yeah. Oh,
and then lock it up at night because someone will steal it for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just going back to temperature, all our tents are canvas tents, not nylon.
Okay.
And canvas is super warm compared to nylon.
Interesting. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and they're an African dome tent, so they're really spacious. And everyone just raved about the tents on this last trip because
that's so good. That's so good. I've got a lovely couple that want to obviously sleep in the same tent. Is that possible?
Yeah. We have a double stretcher.
Perfect. That's great. Anyone else with questions? If not, we can let Brad and Michaela enjoy their micro time off between rides. Did you guys want to add anything?
It's just a really, everyone on this last Globetrotting trip just said how it exceeded their expectations.
That's so good.
That was really.
Well, how long have we been working together for? Is this our 4th or 3rd season?
Probably
third, I think.
Third, I think.
Third.
Yeah. So it's been good.
Time blindness too. Thank you, Brad and Michaela, and thank you so much for taking care of all of our beautiful guests. Sorry, I've got one question. Caroline asked, what does a standard day look like? Like, what time do you wake up? What time do you get to the horse string? That actually is a really good question, Caroline. And I had it on my list, but I didn't answer it. Go for it.
So boiling water at 7 for the tea, coffee people, and then breakfast at 8.
And that's hot, like a hot breakfast.
Hot breakfast.
Full of protein and things to keep you going throughout the day.
Awesome.
So we always say, like, you guys are coming to go on holidays, not to be defined by a timeline.
Yeah.
So it is pretty flexible. Usually, though, we'll be on the horses about what time?
10:30.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
First day
where we've got to match the horse to the the saddle to the horse, the saddle to the bum.
Yeah.
And adjust.
that sort of day one.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends how we go.
Yeah.
But after that, we're out between 10 and 10:30 generally.
And regardless of what time we get on, we're always doing the exact same distance that we do.
Good to know.
That's right. They're not going to be riding less. And because summer season, we've got daylight saving, it's quite late.
You've got
into
time.
the evening.
Yep.
So that's good.
So we'll usually be home anywhere between 4:30 and 5:30. And then Jen, who's our cook, will have a charcuterie board, which I always go to stuff with. Brad's been calling chicaturi boards.
Chicaturi board.
yeah, so she'll have one of those prepared, and then it's just rolls into dinner and dessert, and yeah.
Oh, you said dessert? Tell me one of your fave desserts that she cooks.
Golden syrup dumplings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, golden
Yes,
syrup
yes,
dumplings. Yeah.
yes. You guys
We
won't
had
be
a
losing
really
weight
good
on this ride.
mango sago pudding, which was the
Oh,
new one.
yum,
That was a
sago.
showstopper. Yeah,
Yes, remember sago. That's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, on that note, with your sago and your golden syrup dumplings, have the most amazing season, and love to all the horses and Hoff. And yeah, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Looking forward to seeing everyone take the right road. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Ring Brad and Michaela if you're lost, not me.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.